All right, well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting day in mathematics. Whoop, whoop. Warm-up 123. Michael Jordan's on the screen. Shouldn't take you long. Today we're going to wrap up this portion of the intro to normal distribution, but we just need to look at it in a couple of different ways. I just presented it straightforward, and you got plenty of practice already with a couple of days, so we can get ready for tomorrow, huh? Chelsea? All right, all right. Yeah. Give you guys some time for that. All right. Thank you for sending that in. Some of y'all, those of you finish up, please copy the agenda. Warm up 123, normal distributions. Tonight's home plate only 5 problems, only. And it's piggybacking off the skill that we did with the Z, finding the percentages under the curve. It's going to be a little bit just same idea, but kind of like in reverse. So you'll see it. Pretty neat. How's everybody doing with their finals and whatnot? Doing all right? AP stuff, yeah? All that out of the way? Yeah? Okay. Good. All right. Once again, warm up 123, normal distribution. And tonight's home plate only 5 problems. All right. Copy this code, 52BHC. 52BHC. That's so that you can see the home plate. See what I did there? C for Chelsea. Let's go. Note ready, please. Our objective for today: I can define and compute the normal distribution. I can define and compute the normal distribution. And like I said, we've been looking at the bell curve since the beginning of the school year. I think I introduced you to that like 3 or 2 weeks into the school year. I've been giving you plenty of practice on the warm-ups like that. When we got to this point, it's just muscle memory and it kicks in, hopefully. But now we've been using a table just to find percentages, okay? So where we've been, we went from discrete to continuous. Now we continue with symmetrical, skewed left, skewed right. We focus on percentages. By now you know all the percentages. So tell your neighbor what percentages go here, 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 and see if they remember without any notes. See if they remember the percentages. Start from the top. Looks like Caleb's got it. Very good, Caleb. Let's go. Peyton's got it. All right, Peyton. Natalie's got it. Let's go, Natalie. I see you. Okay. Dylan, you got this? So, let's see. Something like that? Yeah? 99, 95, 68. And then since it's symmetrical, the bottom split up in half, and so on and so forth. All right, we know our z-score formulas, and then from there I introduced the tables to find our scores in decimal form and then in percent. Okay? And we went, gave you guys plenty of practice. This was the last practice that you got. And then we did some of these. Yes? All right, copy this one. Example Q. Write the following as a probability and find the area to the left of z equals 2.03. All right, since we are converting z-scores into percentages, we can talk about probability using those percentages. All right? So, first things first, let's rewrite this as a probability. So, fairly simple. Look up. P. It says, find the area to the left of Z. Think about it, taking you back to algebra 2. How would you write that as an inequality? Think about it. How would you write this as an inequality? Talk it over your neighbor. How would you write that as an inequality? Looks like Daisy's got it. Very good, Daisy. All right. Briseda's got it. Very good. Of course, Jaden in the back got it. All right. Jaden M, you got it? Here it goes. It says, find the area to the left. That means everything what? Less than 2.03. So we would write Z less than or equal to 2.03. That's how you rewrite it as a probability. And the rest we already know how to do. So finding the area of Z.203 and everything to the left. So your process. All right. We've got that number. I need a decimal, please. And let's see, help me, Diego, where do I place 2.03Z? I'm at mu. Tell me where to go. To the right. Tell me where to stop. All right. About there. Label that. And we're looking at the area to the left of Z. Need a decimal. We'll delegate that to Mia Victoria to get us the decimal for Z at 2.03. .9788. Okay. Hands, have you got something like that? All right. So now we just change that to percent. So the percentage of the area under the curve is 97.88%. Yes. The chart. I asked you guys to take a screenshot. No, let me send it to your screen just in case you didn't take a screenshot. Just in case you didn't take the screenshot. There it is on your screen. All right. From 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with that? So what's the only thing that changed? Just writing the probability. Is that correct? All right. So let's do another one. Copy this one. Example super Q. Find the following, write the following as a probability. Find the area between Z 1.35 and Z equals negative 1.25. How would you write the probability? Talk it over to your neighbor. How would you write the probability first? All right. Who went last? Oh, Mia Victoria. Pass someone. Dylan, how would you write that? Notice here the keyword between. Okay. Let me give you a hint. Let's go. Man, you must have had a very good Algebra 2 teacher. My goodness. Ooh-wee. Let's go. That is correct. So, and the rest is history. Get your curve, mu, 1 standard, 2 standard, 3 standard. All right. Dylan, pass someone so they can help me set the Z's. All right, and I'll pass it back to Dylan. Dylan, help me out with this one. I'm starting at mu. Tell me where to go. Okay, so going towards -2. But tell me where to stop. So here we go. Around here, yes. So at -1 1/4, so it's about right here. That's my first Z. How about this one? Starting at mu. Yes. 1 and about 1/3 right here. So now we basically just need the area between those two. Remind your neighbor how to find that area, please. How do we find that area? All right? So, how do we find that area? Dylan, pass them on. Peyton, how do we find that area? Numbers on the chart for the -Z and the positive Z, okay? So who's got our negative? Delegate to someone, Peyton, the red one. Daisy, you got the red one and the green one? Peyton and the green one? Delegate to someone. Chelsea, you got the green one. So Daisy got the red one. She said it's 1056. Okay. 1056. And the green one? Chelsea. 8115. 9115. Okay. So now that we have that, tell your neighbor what to do with that. Pass someone. Daisy. Mia, Victoria, what do we do? Subtract 0.9115, 0.1056, and that gives us looks about right. Yes? All right, which means the area between those is 80.59%. Very good. Send me your notes, your copious notes on the screen. So from 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with this so far? We got it, right? Yeah, 4 or 5. The only thing is writing our probabilities and just continue to practice with finding our decimal and finding our z's and so on and so forth. Okay. So, all is good. Look at this one. Very similar. Don't copy that. Look at it. But tell your neighbor how to write the probability for that one, please. Tell your neighbor. Don't write it down. Just tell your neighbor. Probability for that one is P what? All right. Who went last? Daisy. Oh, Chelsea, pass someone. Briseida. Negative 3.17 less than or equal to Z. Let's Z. So let's say it's over here, but now we need everything to the right. So start with Z now. Z is greater than or equal to negative 3.17. That is correct. Which is pretty much the same except starting with Z. Yeah? All right. So now that we're done with the simple ones, y'all ready? Copy this one. Example super duper Q. Now we're going backwards. Let's go. Let's go. It says write the following as a probability and find Z. Okay. Write the following as a probability and then find Z. All right. Now, you should be able to do this one by yourself because we're working our way backwards. So look at it. We need to find what? Everyone? Z, is that correct? But they give us the percent under the curve already. So if we're working our way backwards, tell your neighbor what to do with that. What do we do with that? With that. All right. Who went last? You say that. Pass someone. Illy, what do we do with that first? Convert it to a decimal. What is that? So this becomes 0.0823. Okay, that gets us close to Z. Then what shall we do with that? Tell your neighbor, and then Illy's going to pass it to someone. 0.0823. Pass someone, Illy. Kemi, what do we do with that? Find it in the table. Okay, so go to your table. Now, look at the graph, though. So like that, you know where to start looking. Let me pause the music, look up. Here's mu. Tell your neighbor, where would you start looking according to what you see on the graph? Talk to your neighbor. Where would you start looking? Look at it. Here's mu. Okay, me, pass someone. Clarissa, where would you start looking? Here's mu. The middle is mu. Okay? But where is Z located according to mu? It's to the left. So that means we're going to be in what, everyone? In the negatives. However, more specifically, negative what? Here's negative 1, negative 2 is over here, so somewhere starting after negative 1. So that should place you on the table, yes? All right. Who's got a value for me on that one? Peyton, go. Negative 1.39. Hands, have you got that? That is correct. Now, for those of you following on YouTube, hold on, let me get the table in front of me. Let's see. I think it's right here. All right, so we said negative 1 point something, so let me zoom in. Negative 1 point something. Negative 1 point something, and we're looking for 0.823. So 0.8, I see some zeros here. 0.8, and it looks like it's down here. You guys see it? So that is negative 1.3, and then this is the last value, which is 9, so it's negative 1.39. All right? So let me go back to this one. So now that we found our z, we need a probability. Pass someone, Peyton. Chelsea, how do we write that? That is correct. Let's go. All right, send me your notes. From 1 to 5, I'll come to borrow you with this one. Yeah, pretty much we're just doing reverse engineering, right? Starting from the end result, going forward. So here goes the process one more time. We started with a percent, changed that into decimal, went to the table, and looked for our z. How do we do that? Well, we look at our graph here. Where's mu? Mu is here, is in the middle, and z has to be to the left after negative 1 standard deviation. So look for negative 1 standard deviation through those numbers. Once you find your decimal, that's going to give you the value of z. Okay? All right. Let's z how you do with this one. Copy that one. Example Shazam Q. 74.22%. 74.22%. I'll give you some time. Copy and go. All right. So, walk me through the process. Fernando, what's the first step? Yes, he said to change to a decimal, which is 0.7422. Then we looked through the chart, and this became what? Pass someone, Fernando? Diego? Yes. 0.65. Hands if you got that. Yes? So that means this z is 0.65. So far so good? Yes? So all we need is what? Probability? Pass someone? Jaden. Hands if you got that? All right. I think we're good with those. But what if it was something like that? Copy that one. That's good, right? Really. That one's good? That's good? Now, just so that you distinguish, hopefully you see what I see. Now we have two z's. Two z's. You're like, what? All right. Well, let's start with the obvious step. We change it into what, everyone? Decimal. So this is 0.4332. Okay. Remember, we're reverse engineering this. So to get to this, what did we need to do? Talk to your neighbor. To get to this, or the percent, what did we need to do? What did we need to do? Yeah, you subtract. You subtract the first z from the second z, yes? All right. So do we know one of the z's already? Tell your neighbor which one we know, and what is the decimal value of that one? Which one do we know, and what is the decimal value? All right. know mu, is that correct? All right, so tell your neighbor what the decimal value of that one is. All right, decimal value of that one, Jade, and pass them on. Fernando, the red Z is? Point. Mu is 0.50. That is correct, because it's right at the half. Is that correct? All right. So can that help us to get the other Z? Tell your neighbor what to do to get the other Z using that. What do we do? Who went last? Fernando, pass someone? What do we do? We subtract it to get 43.2. Oh, so 50 from 43, or 0.4332. Okay. And what does that give us? All right, not bad. Let's go. So now we have our other Z, but it's in decimal. So, who's got our Z value? Looks like Arely's got it. Very good, Arely. Negative 1.5. That is correct. How we doing? Good, Mr. Q. All right. And the Z at 0.50 was what? This is what? 0. Is that correct? Okay. So our probability, how do we write our probability? Joseph, enlighten us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is correct. Let's go. All right. How we doing? From 1 to 5? Yes. Because 0 is the actual value of mu. Yeah. So we're talking about position, not the decimal value. All right. Send me your notes, please. And I'll give you one more for you to practice by yourself. Here it is. Example NJQ. And this one says, write the following as a probability, and the area under the curve is 48.61. Once again, let me distinguish the Z's. The first one is at mu, and the second one right there. All right. In case you don't see the tallies, let me just mark them here. Here's 1 tally, 2 tallies, 3 tallies. it's going to stay on our YouTube channel forever. Areli, get us started. The first Z, 0.5 or 0.50. All right. What else? What did we forget? What did we skip? We needed to change this to what? Decimal, which is 4861. So now that we have those two decimals, telling everyone what to do, Areli's going to pass it to someone. Diego, what do we do? Bam! Diego said we add 0.50 and 0.4861. Is that what he said? Okay. So that gives us 9861. Okay? So think about it. Why did we subtract on the other one and on this one we added? Look up. Look at this one. On this one we subtracted. And on this one we added. Okay? So from there we have this. And this would be our last Z. So look for your last Z. And Diego, pass someone. Jaden, where are we going to be looking at in our chart? After +2, around there, okay? So you're looking for 9861. 2.2. All right, looks like Mia Victoria is like ready for a pop party. All right, how do we write our probability? Jade, pass him one. Fernando. We need a value for our mu, right? No. Mu. At this position of the line, what is the value of mu? It's a number line. This is 1, 2, 3, -1, -0. That is correct. 0. Oh, yeah, greater than, not bad. 0, actually, no. 0 is less than or equal to. That is correct. All right. From 1 to 5, how contemporary with this? Yeah, it's just a little bit of work. So here's a home plate for those of you that are following on YouTube. 5 problems. Give you guys a head start. You have about, here in class, you have about 8 minutes. Should be able to complete those if you just put an effort into it. And I'll stop the video right there. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.